Hello, beautiful people. I am back with another video. Just wanted to give you guys an update and a praise report. I have been dealing with something in the background for over, I guess, almost a year now. I spoke at a women's conference for those of you that do follow me. Um, and it was called the I Am Her Women's Conference, um, and her standing for healed, equipped, and ready. So while I was participating in this conference and I was one of their keynote speakers, I was battling cancer. Kind of sounds weird saying that out loud. But in 2024, I had a toothache and I had been taking the Tylenol and Advil for the toothache. And it was going to be another week or so before I could actually get into the dentist's office to actually have the tooth taken care of. With that being said, I was taking the Advil and Tylenol, ruined the lining of my stomach, ended up in the ER where they did x-rays and they found a mass in my stomach. That mass ended up putting me in the hospital for a few days. So I spent New Year's of 2025 in the hospital. That's a terrible way to spend the new year, right? So, long story short, I went to see an oncologist at UNC Rex Hospital. Great doctor. And he said he was going to just keep an eye on it. We were hoping that the mass would just go away. And the mass did shrink, but it did not dissipate, did not just go away. And they did do an endoscopy, and the mass had cancerous cells. And finally, they decided that I needed radiation. Well, I was struggling on my job, dealing with the chronic pain and everything else. And I ended up getting laid off from my job in December of last year and had radiation, 2 rounds of radiation in January of this year. Yes, January of this year. And God is just so amazing. God is just he's so dope. I had chose to do 3 weeks of radiation, and the option they gave me was 3 weeks every day, Monday through Friday, or 2 rounds. And he did explain that 80% of the people that do the 2 rounds of radiation generally end up coming, 80% does well, 20% ends up coming back to have the 3 weeks of radiation done. So I'm thinking, oh Lord, because my immune system's compromised, I may be that 20%. So why not just do the 3 weeks? So glad it didn't work out that way. After further thought, putting more thought into this and discussing with other doctors, he decided that it would be best that I do the 2 rounds of radiation. And the reason they decided that was because I have a hiatal hernia and it's in the wrong place most of the time. So we're trying to just avoid having radiation done to my heart because my stomach floats to the wrong area. Don't know what a hiatal hernia is? Use the Googler, as Wendy Williams would say. So anyway, I did the 2 rounds, waited on it, prayed on it, fasted on it, believe in God for all that it's worth. And today I can say that I am cancer free and the mass is completely gone. Biopsies came back negative and the stomach wall has healed. So now I am on to the next part of this health journey. So stay tuned because that testimony is still loaded. I can't wait to share the rest of this with you guys. So keep following and keep looking out for more updates. Thank you for all of your love and support. I will see you later. Love you guys. Bye.